Ha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ramo Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 যে আনিল প্রেম ধন করুণা প্রচুর যে আনিল প্রেম ধন করুণা প্রচুর হেন প্রভু কোথা গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর হেন প্রভু কোথা গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর কাহা মোর স্বরূপ রূপ কাহা সনাতন কাহা মোর স্বরূপ রূপ কাহা সনাতন কাহা দাস রঘুনাথ পতিত পাবন কাহা দাস রঘুনাথ পতিত পাবন কাহা মোর ভট্ট যুগ কাহা কবিরাজ কাহা মোর ভট্ট যুগ কাহা কবিরাজ কালে কোথা গেলা গোরা নটরাজ কালে কোথা গেলা গোরা নটরাজ পাশানে কোটিব মাথা আনালে পশিব পাশানে কোটিব মাথা আনালে পশিব গৌরাঙ্গ গু নিরনিধি কোথা গেলে পাব গৌরাঙ্গ গু নিরনিধি কোথা গেলে পাব যে আনিল প্রেম ধন করুণা প্রচুর হেন প্রভু কোথা গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর হেন প্রভু কোথা গেলা আচার্য ঠাকুর হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম Ramo Ramo Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Jayanilo Premodhano Koruna Prochur Heno Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur Heno Prabhu Kotha Gela Acharya Thakur Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Everyone sing Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So, Hare Krishna everyone. Can I just have you guys facing this way, please? With the cloth, I'll just sat here. So, if you would be kindly make some space there, and then you can sit whichever way you want. Thank you so much. And happy Diwali to you all also. Shubh Diwali. Give me cartels, please. And photos, you can use the red color. Yeah, so just pick one up from there.
जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधार यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजनम यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजनम जमुना तीरा बनचारी जमुना तीरा बनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा गोकुल नंद राधे जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव बोलो श्री श्री राधा गोकुल नंद भगवान जी की सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की. So thank you all for joining in. And of course the online viewers, if any. As you know, we are carrying on with the Kartik Katha time. So today it's chapter 9, Mother Yaśodā binds Lord Kṛṣṇa. So we'll be reading from Kṛṣṇa book. So every day since Kartik started on 29th, they've been doing one or the other pastimes. And today is special, as some of you might be doing Diwali. I don't know, some people did yesterday, some people are doing today. But it's actually on the Diwali day that this Damodar, the Damodar Ashtakam Leela that we recite every time, that actually happened. So think how lucky we are to be able to going through that today. I'm sure most of you've seen there's a Damodar, there's little Damodar Kṛṣṇa that you do candle on. Yes, the baby form of Kṛṣṇa, Bal Gopal form of Kṛṣṇa. So it's got special meaning today because today is the actual day when Yaśodā Mai was attempting to bind Lord Kṛṣṇa. And of course, there's always lessons for us to learn. So we'll just do that. So we'll just, it is a little bit of a big, like there's 2.5 pages. So we will read and in between I will talk as well. Yeah? So it's going to be about, say, about 20, 25 minutes. And then 5 to they will get set to do Damodar prayers. Then you'd all be able to take and you'll be able to offer candle to who? This baby Lord, baby Kṛṣṇa there can be then, you can do candle offering to them. Do you do it? Have you been coming for, yeah? Great, nice to hear. Okay, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, so chapter 9. Did you want me to read? This is the one. You can read. There's only 2 pages. Once upon a time, seeing that her maidservant was engaged in different household duties, Mother Yaśodā personally took charge of churning butter. And while she churned butter, she sang the childhood pastimes of Kṛṣṇa and enjoyed thinking of her son. The end of her sari was tightly wrapped while she churned, and on account of her intense love for her son, milk automatically dripped, which moved as she labored very hard, churning with her 2 hands. The bangles, the bracelets on her hands tinkled as they touched each other, her earrings and shook. There were drops of perspiration on her face, and the flower garland, which was on her head, scattered here and there. Before this picturesque sight, Lord Kṛṣṇa appeared as a child. He was hungry, and to increase his mother's love, he wanted her to stop churning. He indicated that her first business was to let him have his milk, and then she could churn butter later. So you know what children are all about. When they come in, who are the mothers here? Please raise your hands. Any other mothers? All glories to your wonderful services. And this is where Yaśodā Mai is coming in. She is Maharaj Nanda's wife, and she's got, they're opulent. They've got so many cows, the best cows for their lala. But she still wants to churn the milk herself to make butter. Why? We all do that, right? No matter how many servants people have, but when it comes to their child, what do mothers want to do? They want to prepare special stuff. What does your son like? Does he like, what food does he like?
I like milk.
There you go.
I like hot milk.
Okay, so mom makes it for you. So we're talking about how mothers like to provide their children with things, yeah? So even though you are able to do things yourself, because you guys are big boys here, the big girl here, but still, mums like to cook you prasad themselves. They don't leave it to somebody else, or I'm going to work, or I'm a bit too busy, can you do this? There's certain items that children like from their mother's hands. And mothers take pains, whether it's, 30 degrees or 40 degrees, whatever else. Think about India. Think about Vrindavan. Yes, it gets really hot or really cold. But mothers over there are still doing everything to be able to make that special food for. And what do children want? They want you to drop everything. Just like that, baby Kṛṣṇa, what does he say? He says, well, my mother has to stop churning. he's indicated that her first business was to let him have, because she was breastfeeding him at the time. So he's thinking, well, she can always do that later. I, me, mine. I'm the priority here, yeah? So just like any other child, because don't forget, in this past times, Lord Kṛṣṇa, although he owns, he's the Lord, he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but at the same time, because he wants to experience the Vatsalya Ras, so he has made sure that he's just acting like a ordinary child, yes? Even though we know he's far from ordinary. Sorry, I'll pick that up in a minute. So, in the meantime, Mother Yaśodā took her son on her lap. So, as mothers do, and us women are known for multitasking, right? What do men say? Oh, I'm doing this, I can't even hear what you have to say sometimes. I don't know if anybody's like... But most women are able to multitask. So she's churning the milk, but in her lap, she puts Kṛṣṇa, and she lets him have her milk. And while Kṛṣṇa is having milk, she was smiling, enjoying the beauty of her child's face. Suddenly, the milk which was on the stove began to boil. Just to stop the milk from spilling, Mother Yaśodā at once put Kṛṣṇa aside and went to stove. You know how it is when you just think, oh my God, something's on the gas, it's going to burn. You quickly just leave that. I'll be 2 minutes. I'll go quickly switch it off, come back. Kṛṣṇa wasn't having that though. Just to stop the milk from spilling, Mother Yaśodā at once put Kṛṣṇa aside and went to stove. Left in that state by his mother, Kṛṣṇa became very angry, and his lips and eyes became red in rage. He pressed his teeth and lips, and taking up a piece of stone, he immediately... So what do children do when they don't like something? They want to attract the attention, right? Do you do tantrums? No, you look far too good. You don't look the type to do tantrums, do you? What's your name? What about the boy there in glasses? The brother? Anand. Okay, Adi and Anand, do you guys throw tantrums sometimes at mom and dads? You're smiling cheekily. I can see it must happen on occasion. So moms and dads need to stop making you angry, isn't it? Then you won't throw tantrums. So here we go. What does he do? Lord Kṛṣṇa, he immediately broke the butter pot. He took butter out of it, and with false tears in his eyes, we've all seen that. Yes, mothers? Sometimes when child's going, wah, 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 wah. I mean, I've got a lovely little grandson. He's called Janitai. And even though he's 5 months, there are times when I'm sat down with him, and if I'm holding on to him, he'll just go, like that. And then when you look at his eyes, no tears. But what does he want me to do? He wants me to get up. As soon as I get up, he stops making those noises. So this is how, even though they don't have, at the moment they can't speak or anything, but yet they're able to tell you what they want you to do. So anyway, so what does he do? He gets very naughty. He says he took butter out of it. With false tears in his eyes, he began to eat the butter in this secluded place. In the meantime, Mother Yaśodā returned to the churning place after setting the overflowing milk pan in order. She saw the broken pot, because he took a stone and he broke it, because he was angry, in which he was churning the yogurt. Since she could not find boy, she concluded that the broken pot was his work. She smiled and thought, the child is very clever. After breaking the pot, he has left this place, fearing punishment. After she sought all over, she found her son sitting on a big wooden grinding mortar, which was kept upside down. He was taking butter from the pot, which was hanging from the ceiling on a swing. And he was feeding it to guess who? This is the best milk Mother Yaśodā and Nanda Baba's cows, they give, and then they churn, they make the best butter. And what's Kṛṣṇa doing? Because he's got angry, he first of all broke it, then he got that butter, and then he feeding it to monkeys. Look, it says, he was feeding it to the monkeys. She saw Kṛṣṇa looking this way and that way in fear of her. So when he was doing something wrong, he knew, like most children know. They had that fear. So because he was conscious of his naughty behavior, after seeing her son so engaged, she very silently approached him from behind. Kṛṣṇa, however, saw that she was coming towards him, and with the stick in her hand, and he immediately got down from the grinding motor and began to flee in fear. And think about it, how fast he could run. And Mother Yaśodā chased him to all corners, trying to capture the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is never approached even by the meditation of great yogis. In other words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa, who is never caught by yogi and speculators, was playing just like a little child for such a great devotee as Mother Yaśodā. However, she could not easily catch the fast-running child because of her, heaviness in her body, and she followed him. Eventually, she caught him. Kṛṣṇa was almost at the point of crying because he was running like anything. And then, what did he do? He smeared his hands over his eyes, then which was anointed with the black eye cosmetic. So, when we say rudantam muhurnetram yugmam rijantam, rudantam, like when he's crying, and then when they sing Damodarashtakam, please hear it this time. And second paragraph, you will hear about this particular pastime where he's going like that. And then they explain that how is it that Lord Kṛṣṇa, who is the most supreme person in the whole world, how can he be caught? But it's only because he wants to be caught, because it's only if he wants to be bound. Otherwise, Mother Yaśodā, like you'll see here, she could understand that Kṛṣṇa was unnecessarily afraid. Like, how can he be afraid of something? How many demons did he kill? So many demons he killed. He lifted Govardhan when he was 6, right? And how is it that he's going to be afraid when the fear personified is afraid of him? Again, that thing also comes in the Damodarashtakam prayers when you hear this time. And the translation, please pay attention, you'll see what I mean. So it says, being the topmost well-wisher of a child, Mother Yaśodā thought, if the child is too fearful of me, I don't know what will happen to him. Mother Yaśodā then threw away her stick. So at least she gave up the stick. In order to punish him, she thought, okay, I'm not going to beat him, but I'm going to bind him. But with the rope. She did not know, but actually it was impossible for her to bind the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mother Yaśodā was thinking that Kṛṣṇa was her tiny little child. She did not know that the child had no limitation. There is no inside or outside of him, no beginning, no end. He is unlimited and all-pervading indeed. He himself is the whole cosmic manifestation. We all know this pastime where Mother Yaśodā tells him to open the mouth when he's had a little bit of mitti, right? Or the soil. And she sees all Brahmand in his thing. So that Lord, how is it that she's going to be able to bind him? So they're explaining, although he is beyond the reach of our senses, she endeavored to bind him to the wooden grinding motor. But when she tried to bind him, she found that the rope she was using was always 2 fingers too short. No matter what she tried, she went out, got some more, she called everybody from the thing to bring their ropes as well. All the other gopis brought. But every time she attached, and bearing in mind, it's like Damodar, like, look, the little baby form. And yet, the rope was always 2 fingers too short. But she continued to endeavor. So this is one of the qualities that is being highlighted here, that Lord Kṛṣṇa can only be bound by our love, like he's going to be eventually be bound by Mother Yaśoda's love, but only if we take on to these 2 qualities. There has to be endeavor on our part. So when we do chanting, when we're trying to do devotional service, there's so many obstacles that come in, but we mustn't give up, because our duty is what? Our dharma is to keep trying until we perfect in it. Keep chanting, keep doing devotional service of some sort. And then the second thing is mercy, which we'll read about that in here. So here it says, she found that the rope she was using was too short by 2 inches. She gathered more ropes from the house and added to it, but still she found the same shortage. In this way, she connected all the ropes available at home, but final knot was added. She saw that rope was still 2 inches too short. Mother Yaśodā was smiling, but she was also astonished. How is this happening, she wondered. In attempting to bind her son, she became tired. Now this is, look how Kṛṣṇa is going to be merciful. She was perspiring, and the garland on her head fell down. Then Lord Kṛṣṇa appreciated the hard labor of his mother, and being compassionate upon her, he agreed to be bound by the ropes. Kṛṣṇa, playing as a human child in the house of Mother Yaśodā, was performing his own selected pastimes. Of course, no one can control the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The pure devotee surrenders himself onto the lotus feet of Lord. So what did she do when she gets tired? She's like, oh gosh, you know. And then Kṛṣṇa is thinking that once somebody is pure devotee and they surrender themselves to the the lotus feet of the Lord, who may either protect or vanquish the devotee. But on his part, the devotee never forgets their own position of surrender. Similarly, the Lord also feels transcendental pleasure by submitting himself to the protection of the devotee. This was exemplified by Kṛṣṇa's surrender onto his mother Yaśodā. So even though he couldn't be tied, but when he saw that she's really struggling hard and she's tired, Lord Kṛṣṇa is always compassionate to the devotee. He cannot be bought by anything. What can you give somebody who's very, very wealthy? We all know Lord Kṛṣṇa is Bhagavan, one who has 6 opulences. They're all powerful. They're all wealthy. They're all beautiful. They're all famous. Yeah, they all renunciate. They're all knowledgeable. What can you present to somebody who is that rich? Yeah, but here, because the love is the thing that is going to be making the change in Kṛṣṇa's behavior. Kṛṣṇa is the supreme bestower of all kind of liberation to his devotee, but the benediction he was bestowed upon Mother Yaśodā was never experienced even by Lord Brahma or Lord Shiva or the goddess of fortune. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as the son of Yaśodā and Nanda Maharaj, is never so completely known to yogis and speculators. So you can't win Kṛṣṇa by having too much knowledge. Yes, that's why all the yogis, all these people who are into speculation or so many different types of scriptures, people who are extremely intelligent, do you think Kṛṣṇa can be bought by him? Or Kṛṣṇa can be just, unless and until they have love and devotion. And then Kṛṣṇa's mercy flows, right? Kṛṣṇa feels obliged. And he'll only feel obligated when somebody loves him. So this is what they're saying, that after binding her son, Mother Yaśodā engaged himself in household affairs, and she was bound by a wooden mortar. Kṛṣṇa could see a pair of trees. We all know the story of Kuvera, and we say Kuvera Majau Bhadvat Mrutveva Yadvat. So there is 2 trees which were cursed by Narad, and they were delivered. So luckily for them, then Kṛṣṇa delivers them by pulling the mortar. Even though he's only a baby, he's able to pull that mortar. And it says, Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa thus thought to himself, Mother Yaśodā first of all left without feeding me sufficient milk, and therefore I broke the pot of yogurt and disturbed the stock of butter in the charity to the monkeys. Now she has bound me up to the wooden mortar, so I shall do something more mischievous than before. And thus he thought of pulling down the 2 very tall Arjun trees. So those trees, as we know, were eventually liberated. So somebody like Kṛṣṇa who can give moksha. There is history behind the pair of Arjun trees. In the previous lives, the trees were born as human sons of Kuvera, and their names were Nal Kuvera and Manigreva. Fortunately, they came within the vision of Lord. In their previous lives, they were cursed by great sage Narad, and to receive the highest benediction of seeing Lord Kṛṣṇa. This benediction curse was then bestowed upon them because of their forgetfulness due to intoxication. The story will be narrated in the next chapter. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 9th chapter of Kṛṣṇa. Mother Yaśodā binds Lord Kṛṣṇa. Damodar Kṛṣṇa ki. So the baby root form is called Damodar, yeah? And the Udar is the tummy and Dam is the rope. So that's why it's Damodar Ashtakam. So what are the lessons that we're going to learn? We can try everything and anything. And can we take anything from this world? Can we? Everything's going to stay here. So why don't we work on something that we can actually take away with us, and something that can be of real value? So this Diwali, let's not just light diyas into our houses and our streets. There's material light, and then there is spiritual light. Spiritual light is the light of knowledge, but it's a spiritual knowledge. So let's all please vow today that we will enlighten our own selves. In our heart, we've got a heart that's full of love of Kṛṣṇa. We just need to spend little more time in one-to-one with Kṛṣṇa so that we can actually open up our heart. Let's try and see our devotion for Kṛṣṇa, and let's just try and enlighten our hearts by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. This book has got all these chapters. They're only 2-page, 3-page. Please vow that you can actually just read one chapter a day if you can, and just do 5 minutes of one round of chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. How does it go? Who's going to remind me? Come on, everyone. Hands up in the air. This is a special month. So we all need to, like when he comes from school and he wants to be picked up, he says like this, Mama, Mama, pick me up. When you were a baby, you did that. I know you're looking at me funny, thinking, no, I didn't do that. You did that. You'd always go like that. So this is what we want to be doing, because we are also Krishna's child, right? Supreme Personality of Godhead, please, 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 don't miss the stick. Don't forget to beat us if we are going to be deviating from our path of spirituality. You all go to holidays, you all seen airports, you've all seen big, big aircrafts being pulled by little, little tugs. Rajesh Krishna used to work for BA, and they would see. So the only thing Srila Prabhupada was asking his devotees one time as to what is it that a little boat or a little tug can pull big aeroplane like that, which they of course do to save fuel and extra expenses. But that's only because the engine in the big plane hasn't started. Otherwise, there's no hope of him pulling. So what we need to do is get our hearts so big, so powerful by keeping them away from anarthas, by enlightening us with the spiritual knowledge. And this is beautiful world of Krishna consciousness. Please, please, you're all welcome into it. You just need to make that little endeavor, and I'm sure Krishna will be merciful to us all. So thank you all very much for listening. Now there's going to be Damodarashtakam prayers. This time I want you to listen to the translation with little bit more attention, bit more mindfulness. You'll see the story we've just read. It'll be all repeated in there. So thank you again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Radha Gokulananda ki jai. So where's Prabhuji who's doing Damodarashtakam today? Prabhuji, are you singing? Okay, it's very beautiful. Please stay. If you can just do the candle, that'll be very nice. Thank you. Thank you for listening, children. You'll see all these stories about Krishna, very nice. There's healer stories, there's all these things. All these healer devotees. Okay, tell Mom that to read you.
Who is it?
Prabhuji, would you like to just quickly help Prabhuji?
Oh, they're not going to be able to play, are they?
Just make yourself a little bit, mind yourself, please.
Should we move back? Move it closer. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Shri Shri Yaśodā Damodar ki. Namam Ishvaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamanam. Namamishvaram Sachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamanam. Yaśodā Viyalukha Ladavamanam Paramistamādyantato Drutagopya. Rudanta Mohonetra Yugmamidanta Karamboja Yugmena Sadanta